Hello friends, in last lecture uh, we have studied about uh, CNC, what is CNC, its limitations. Today we will discuss about some parts. We also have seen its application. Let's study uh, different structure or which are the part of the CNC: bed, saddle or sideway, column and table. First one is bed. The NC or CNC machine tool bed is usually made of high quality cast iron and heavy ribbing to provide high stiffness and low weight. The cast iron bed provides the necessary damping to reduce the vibrations generated because of high speed, heavy duty machining and large material removal rates. Next one is saddle. The saddle or slideways, normally mounted on the hardened and ground bedways, provide the machine tool with the x-axis linear movement. The column is mounted on the saddle. It is designed with high torsional strain to prevent distortion and deflection during machining. The column provides the machining center with the y-axis linear movement. The table is what? The table is mounted on the bed. It provides the machining center with the Z linear movement or Z axis linear movement. Spindle and feed drives. In most of the machine tools, the drives are used to drive spindle and feed motion devices, both of which are either holding workpiece or cutting tool. Types of drives: spindle drive and feed drive. Most commonly used drives are stepper motor, DC servo motor, AC servo motors and fluid motors. First one is stepper motor. The stepper motors are usually used in open loop control system where feedback is not required. Okay, the open loop system and closed loop system both we have discussed. Okay, so let's see. The common application of stepper motor is in machine tool, slide or feed drives. Usually, stepper motor works in incremental step. The common step size is 1.8 degrees. Thus, one step of stepper motor rotates the lead screw of slide way by 1/200th of a revolution. DC servo motor. DC drives are widely used in NC or CNC machines with closed loop control system. Advantages of DC motors: ease of control of speed of rotation. Limitation of DC motors are costly and large dimension and large weight also there. Okay. uh, Next one is AC servo motor. In a closed loop control system, the alternative to DC servo motor are AC servo motors. Advantages of AC servo motors are high power to weight ratio, low rotor inertia, constant continuous torque, constant overloading capacity over the full speed range, and no requirement of additional cooling of motor. Okay, then next one is fluid motors. The fluid motor are also used for driving the spindle. Usually high pressure oil or air is used for running the motor. Actuator support bearings. The actuator support bearings are required for rotary and linear motions. They are of two types. One is recirculating ball screw system and linear motion guideways. Okay, here you can see the recirculating ball screw system. You can see the nut, return tube, recirculating ball and ball screw. As this shaft rotates, this nut on which the blade can be attached of the CNC machine will move upward or downward. It provides the less friction. We can also use this lead screw also, but in the lead screw the friction is too much high. Therefore, we are using this alternative of this recirculating ball screw system. Okay, which offers very low resistance or for the movement. These recirculating type of ball screws are widely used in NC CNC machine, where rotary motion of motor is converted to linear motion using lead screw. These are specially required in slide wheels. In such system, balls are in continuous circulation between nut and screw during complete motion of slides. These balls provide rolling friction and hence have low coefficient of friction. In addition, this recirculating ball screw system can be preloaded. This helps in reducing backlash in two directional motion of slide attached to the lead screw. Next one is linear motion guideways. Okay, here you can see rails are there and balls are also provided. Linear motion system. In NC-CNC machine, there are support structures which moves on either bedways or slideways to minimize friction and wear in such sliding element. Rolling element are used. The system used for such purpose are called as linear motion system. You can see this figure. Next one is feedback system. हाँ मॅडम नाही आहे कदाचित म्हणजे आले. Feedback system. In closed loop control system, there is a requirement of feedback devices encoder in which uh, one such position feedback device is used for measuring the position of the tool edge with reference to the NC or CNC machine slides. Then type of incremental encoder as a feedback device. Okay, in closed system, we have seen this feedback system. Okay. Next one, rotary encoders and linear encoders. Rotary encoders consist of glass disc with accurately etched lines at equal regular intervals on the outer periphery of the disc. The disc is connected to the lead screw either directly or through timer bed. Okay, here is the disc. The disc rotates between the light source and a photodiode. Each line make a break. The photoelectric beam and a pulse signal generated is magnified to give a square wave output. A rotary encoder with 360 line can give 360 pulses per revolution. Okay, that means we have to uh, encode that program that we have used or punched on this disk or the tape so that to operate the machine. Next one is linear control. The linear control consists of glass scale with line grating connected to the slide which moves over stationary guideways as shown in figure. Okay, here is the figure. The linear encoder consists of glass scale with line grating connected to the slide which moves over stationary guideways as shown in figure. The relative moment between the glass scale fixed to slide and photoelectric sensing devices fixed to the guide result in alternate light pulses which generate an electric pulse. The periodic signal are processed and converted into equivalent linear movement. Then automatic tool changer or ATC. In CNC machine, the various tools are to be used for different machining operations, but at a time only one tool can be used for one type of machining. The automatic tool changer is a device which is capable of storing a number of preset tools which can be automatically called for the uh, part program. Here are two types of tool changer, magazine type and turret head. Magazine type tool changer. The magazine is storage and a retrieval device for cutting tools. The drum type tool magazine shown in figure. Tools are mounted on drum periphery for loading and unloading operation on a typical drum type magazine. 60 tool can be mounted. On the screen you can see drum type tool magazine. Next one is turret head. In turning center, tools are mounted in turret head. It is a small tool storage and indexing system. The turret system is cheap as compared to magazine system. Here is the turret system. 12 tools are shown mounted on the turret head for performing different milling operations. Next one is CNC tooling, tools and tool holders. In all CNC or NC machines, machine tools are same as that normally used in lathe, milling, shaping or drilling machines, with one difference of shank. Tool holders. Here are the tool holders. ISO and DNI standard tool holders are shown here. The various type of tool holders normally used in NC CNC machines are shown in figure. These may vary depending on the country specific standards. In a single NC or CNC machine, all the tool shanks and tool holders should follow common tool adapter designed for smooth loading and unloading of tools. Next one is material handling system. Okay, material handling is what once you finished any component or workpiece, then next workpiece must be on your work table, so that for the machining purpose, for that purpose you have to use this material handling system. Okay, that means for loading and unloading of the uh, material or workpiece, there are different material handling system or different mechanisms are used for this material handling in NC and CNC machines. You can see bar feeder, parts catcher, robot loaders and chip conveyor. First one is bar feeder. Normally when continuous supply of material is required, for example in manufacture of screw, bars, feeders are used. That means uh, in case you have to make the nails or screws, small screw, then you just have to feed one bar from which a, uh, a wire will continue to continue will be continuously machined. Okay, each time a screw will be manufactured and cut off, then this wire flow further of desired length and will give the screw. Okay, the screw will be manufactured on that particular wire. In the same way it is fed, that is bar feeder. Okay, that means big uh, winding, or we can say reel of that wires is fed to directly machine. The bar feeder is a device capable of handling 2 to 4 meter long raw material bars. It enables the loading of individual part as a raw material. That means you don't have to put all the time small or pieces of the screw length. Okay, but you just have to feed a long wire of 2 to 4 meter long, so that the machine will automatically feed this wire and prepare the screw. Okay, this is the bar type. Next one is parts catcher. The parts catcher catches the fully or partially machined workpiece and deposit it into the next machine facility. The part catcher complements the bar feeder. The bar feeder and part catcher are used to reduce the loading and unloading time. Okay, the main function of these two is it reduces the time of loading and unloading. Next one is robot loaders. The robot loader communicate with the main control unit and are capable of doing a variety of operations such as loading and unloading of parts, storing and retrieving parts from pallet, transporting parts to gauging station and changing check jobs. Okay, these are the function of robot loaders. Next one is chip conveyor. A chip conveyor picks up all the chips from the bed of the machine and transport out of the machine bed into the containers for storage and recycling. Next one is pallet changer. Okay, that means there is a large screw like you like big lead screw. It continuously remove the chip from the working station and feed it to the recycling bin. Okay, then pallet changer. The workpiece are mounted on the pallet and pallets are moved around the machining facility in the logical manner. The workpiece pallet changer system are of two types: linear pallet changer system and rotary pallet system. Linear pallet changer system, a typical linear is shown in figure. We will see that further. In first case, the pallet are moved in inverted U path in front of machine spindle. In second case, the plate pallets are moved linearly with the pallet location facility for proper machining. Okay, this is all the two type we see here. Let the machining of first part is taking place here. Okay, now after finishing this machining, the part will move here. Okay, at this location it will be located. Once this part is finished, it is shipped to this position. Here you can see, and then next this part is fed to the machining position. Okay, and then after finishing this, you will see that again this part, similarly this part will uh, provided to the further operation. New part will be loaded at this location, this part will shift to this side, and again this. In this way, u inverted U type operation or pallet changing is there. And then next one is what? Linear. Okay, continuously the workpiece are fed. Okay, linear, this is linear way of feeding. Okay, in this way this part are fed. If the part need rotation about its axis, in that case it is rotated, or if it is not needed, in that case also it is flow to the station to station. You can see the required operation is performed on the workpiece, whether it is drilling or side facing, whatever, every operation is performed over there. You can see the arbor turret head type of uh, automatic tool changer over there. These workpiece are continuously fed to the next station. Okay, each time it is fed to the next station and new operation is done on this workpiece. Okay, in this way we studied different. There is one more also is there, rotary pallet changer. In rotary pallet changer system, pallets are indexed one by one for machining operation to be performed on workpiece mounted on each pallet in clockwise or counterclockwise rotation in front of machine spindle. Then next one is lubrication system. NCCNC machine should have proper lubrication system for smoother operation of solid and other devices where relative motion takes place for precise machining with minimum wear and minimum heat generation. These lubrication systems are operated by different lubricant pump controlled by using various sensors. Next one is coolant system. In NCCNC machines, the machining operation generate heat during metal removal. This heat may damage the tool or the workpiece. In order to avoid this, there should be proper coolant system operated continuously with the help of coolant pumps. In NCCNC machine, there are two types of cooling: mist and fluid. As the name suggests, mist cooling is just like sprinkling the powder, and fluid cooling is what? Overflowing or flowing or liquid coolant is fed to the machining point. Okay, then DNC machine tools we will study in next lecture. We will stop here. Thank you.